Welcome to episode 1 of Addicted Gaming. We're going to go ahead and jump right into this. We do have a great matchup for you, Nebraska, Colorado. Joey is the owner of the Nebraska Cornhuskers, and our boy Johnny, aka Troon, has Colorado. Now, funny enough, this is an actual in real life rivalry, the Colorado Buffaloes and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. They actually do have an in real life rivalry. Nebraska actually leads the series 50-21. Obviously, Nebraska, having a better time as of late than Colorado. They do hold an 18-game win streak. Now, coincidentally enough, both Johnny and Troon did come to a little argument during our labbing portion while the early access was out, because as you'll see in this game, which we should see from Joey and Nebraska, is that they send a whole bunch of heat. They send a ton of pressure, a ton of 6, 7, even 8-man pressures, and so those guys, they went back and forth. So this should be an exciting game for us. Like we said before, if you watched the video, Johnny being one of those users that was kind of on the cusp of doing some great things, but couldn't quite really get over that hump. Whereas Joey, on the other hand, did have Ohio State. He really started on third base. So some people in the league do believe that he isn't a top 10 user because he started off with such a powerhouse program. So we're gonna be able to tell right from this game, right week one, a real measuring stick game for both of these guys. Currently, Troon with the ball. Does have Caden Salter back. That quarterback is in a quads formation, quads into the boundary. Looks like some sort of RPO action right here. And he's down. And see, this is exactly what I was talking about. That's a great example right there. Man, Joey is going to send a whole bunch of pressure. I do expect him to send a whole bunch of pressure throughout this entire game. It's not really a strategic thing. It's not a third down, third and long, second and long thing. No, he's sending the heat at you first down, second down, and third down, and he will see how you react. So let's see what he does here with the ball. Looks like he's going to have great starting field position. To start off, already up 7-0. Sorry about that. We did have a little issue with the screen, but like I said, we get into it. And, before I get too deep into anything, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. We're going to be bringing you great content week in, week out, in real life content, whatever the case may be, giving you in-depth commentary. And each week as this goes on, it will get better and better. So right now, we have wide splits right now from Joey in Nebraska. He's going to go ahead and motion in his slot. Can't be RPO. Never really know with him. And it's going to be a handoff. Pretty great run right there. Looks like a gain of at least 9. Emmett Johnson right there on the carry. Going to second and 1. Like I said, the league has a good bit of disparity, so we have a good bit of parity in our league. They're all that upper echelon guys that make up about 2 or 3 users, but outside of that, really, the ball is in anybody's court. Looks like he's going to check backside slant here. Drops back, nothing's open. Oh, it looks like yes. Missed a touchdown right there. And of course, Rayola's on the ground. See right there, that should have been 6, in my opinion. That should have been 6, but he did throw the ball up and away so that nobody can get it if his dog couldn't get it. Right there, that's a pretty smart move by him, by Joey. 3rd and 1, up 7. Let's see what he goes into. Sure looks like he's in a one high look. Possible cover 3 of man. Outside run. He couldn't quite get to the edge. That's not really a good run. That's not a good user by him. That's a good stop by Troon. Good stop by Johnny. See right there, he could have gotten right outside of that linebacker, but he chose to cut back inside for whatever reason. That's a 4th and 1. Pretty sure he's going for it. We do have rules in this league. 4th and 4 below the 50. You can go for it. Anything over 4 yards, you cannot go for it. Once you clear that 50-yard line, and that's a stop. What a stop right there by Troon. Big stop right there. Tried to do the quarterback sneak. D-tackle just knocked him into tomorrow. Right there. Great stop. Great stop. Great stop. Great stop. But as I was saying, anything over 4 yards, you cannot go for it before that 50-yard line. Anything past the 50-yard line is free game. So a couple of rules that we have. We do have some cool-down rules, as you guys will see as we get later into the stream. And those are things that are just, to help benefit the league and try to get the league some integrity. Like the screensaver says, like any of the graphics you've seen, we have been playing for quite a while. And one of the main reasons we have been playing for quite a while and successfully with pretty much the same core is because of the league's integrity. So the guys that are commissioners in our league, be it Madden, college football, those guys do a great job. So I want to give a shout out to those guys for carrying us. Man, shout out Mike, the original founder of this league as well. So I want to shout out Mike Sanderlin. 2nd and 4, not a whole bunch of offense going right now. For Troon, it is interesting that he's sticking with Caden Salter over Phenom 5-star Juju Lewis. He's going to go ahead and get a handoff. Another bad cut right there. So far, most of these guys, as far as the run game goes, as far as the running back is concerned, they're not making the best of cuts. It looks like he's put his finger right down there on R2 right there and tried to cut back at the last minute. He did have a lane in the B gap, but he went outside of it. So now we have 3rd and 2. This looks like a pressure look from Joey in Nebraska. I can guarantee you he's sending at least 6. A little bit of leverage on the outside. Salter takes a snap. He drops back. He dropped back too far. There was nothing there. Really, really good coverage over there by Nebraska. Probably should have checked to something else, some sort of alert route to the backside, but Johnny wasn't able to do that. But right now, it is early on in this game, but I can tell so far that he does seem flustered. Not able to get off a lot of clean looks, a lot of clean passes, getting cut back in the run game and spilled over. So we'll see what he does here on 4th and 2. Like I said before, he does have the ability to go for it right here. May not be the best decision, but that looks like he is going for it. Really aggressive. He's an aggressive user, one of the more aggressive users we do have in our league as well. But this does look like it could come back and haunt him. We'll see how it turns out. He has 4 seconds. Looks like he won't be able to get this one off. Let's see if he does. Yeah, timeout. That's what I thought. But, I'm just so grateful for the league. We have a whole bunch of guys from way crazy backgrounds, guys from different walks of life. We all come together into this community that we formed and really just play sports video games. We do a little 2K action on the side as well, but so I do hope that this channel blows up so that we can get these guys the credit that they deserve. All right, 4th and 2. Johnny and the Buffs have the ball. Looks like an all-out man look from Nebraska. Oh, he found a man open. That was a tight throw. He came across on that outbreaking route. Really being able to get outside of the pocket helped him make that throw. Going to 1st and 10, 29 seconds left in the first. Running back's out. It's a screen, and he's hawked down. 2nd and 13, lost the yards. The Nebraska defense did not come to play around, for sure, I can tell you that. Joey's doing a pretty solid job of containing Troon right now.
And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware.
2nd and 13, behind the 50.
Closing space and getting that fast through.
Johnny looking to get something going on offense. Running backs out on bullet motion. He comes in on an angle. Great grab, and that's a great chunk of yards, 3rd and 2. And that's the end of the first quarter. So, you guys get an abbreviated portion of that. So far, it looks like Johnny is struggling to get some things going on the offensive side of the ball. 24 passing yards, 7 rushing yards so far. 50 and 34 respectively for Joey. So let's just see really how this quarter goes for him. He really just has to make something shake, anything at all. Does have a 3rd and 2 to work with right here in the 2nd quarter.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Quarterback may change.
Looks like he's going to come out in the trips. Look, there goes the toss. The edge is sealed. Shit, and that's the 1st down. Go Buffs. Let's go Buffs, excuse me. That's a pretty good run play right there. He did out leverage. He did outflank and out leverage the defense over there towards that field side with the blocker. So that was pretty easy pickings for him. Defense didn't bump over in that at all or shift over. Looks like another straight man look right here from Joey. And it looks like he's sending heat. I'm telling you, he's sending the heat. He's sending the heat. Jalapeno, ghost pepper, chili, whatever it is. I'm telling you, the man is sending it. Right now, it looks like he's manned up on the linebacker, manned up on the running back on the outside. Scoots down. It looks like he's trying to dummy out the old line. Not sure if those type of nano blitz still works. He backs out, and there goes the near sack right there. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Right now, I can feel it. Johnny is getting flustered. He already spoke about this previously when we were doing lab sessions. You know, he just does not handle the blitz too well. And as I said previously, man, Nebraska, they're sitting it every play. 2nd and 10, especially when you're getting these longer downs in situations. He's passing, obviously passing downs. So it looks like he's bringing his safety down one-on-one on the outside to the field. He's a man that's on the island. And now he has to cover that slot. Oh, he left him. He's wide open. But Johnny goes with a screen. Johnny goes with a passive flat. Now, see right there, I feel that if he kept his composure, he would have been able to see that he had that outside receiver wide open. So, you know, that comes along with that blitz as well. You have to go ahead and take some blitz. Joey did take a risk right there. That paid off because, you know, Johnny wasn't able to see what was going on over top. 3rd and 16. Let's see what happens now. And I'm definitely expecting a blitz. It looks like he's going to play coverage, though, in this instance. 3 wide to the field. Somehow pressure still gets there. Pass is incomplete. Not sure what happened right there, but that end just came in free, screaming at him. Free. That was a 5-man pressure. So, man, look, if Joey can keep this up, Nebraska may find themselves in a really good spot. You're not going to find a whole bunch of users that are going to pick up that blitz or have the wherewithal to slide the offensive protection over to that overhang side. So really good so far. Let's see what he does on the offensive side of the ball. Really a score right here on this possession would definitely go ahead and make a statement for him for sure, but he is backed up. Raiola takes snap out of the gun and there goes the handoff. Oh, beautiful cut back inside. And that's a huge game right there. Emmett Johnson again. And I have to keep our eyes out on Johnson. Really good roster overall. You know, from Nebraska. Do expect them in real life. They went 6-6. You do expect them to kind of pick that up with their new change in offensive coordinators this year. Dana Holgerson leading the way on that end. We have another motion over by the slot receiver. Really, really wide splits by that Z receiver on the outside there. Looks like nothing's open, and he comes back. Oh, shit. Hey, that is a skill. That's a rocket catch. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is a rocket catch. And really, that's what Joey is known for. He does pretty much excel at the rocket catch. There was really nothing open right there. He was able to bail himself out with a skill that he learned and honed himself. So shout out for him on that one. We have Emmett Johnson again on the carry. He gets outside, gets to that second level. I feel like once this guy gets to that second level, he's gone. Not really sure what his speed is. 25 yards so far on just 4 attempts. But he's really putting in work so far.
Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4. And
2nd and 6. Let's look what he goes to. I'm pretty sure he's going to go ahead and try and get a pass play going in. Oh, I may be mistaken. 3-by-1. Slot receiver moves back over. Motions back out. And there goes run as expected. Right up the middle, Emmett Johnson. He's gashing Johnny right now. Johnny does have a light box. He is worried about the pass and that outside threat, so he left that middle vacated. He left that middle hole vacated right there. And Johnny pretty experienced. Joey pretty experienced. He did take advantage of that light box.
They always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
And that's something you really want to do when you're in the game and in real life. If you have a light box, just go ahead and take it. You know, don't be a superhero. Go ahead and take your 4, 5, 6 plus yards and be satisfied with that. And move on to the next down. Right now, 6-man box. He's scrolling out left. Tight end's open. And that's a completion, short completion. Right now, Joey is building some sort of momentum right now. He is building sort of a small systematic rhythm. I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb here and say that he's going to score and put this in and go up 14-0 on Johnny. Nice short route right there by tight end Mark Ray. Right now, Johnny is giving up a whole bunch of space on the inside. As far as that D-line is concerned, there's a whole bunch of space there. Goes to toss outside, and he cut back in. So far, what we've seen so far from this user, Joey, Nebraska, he is not a great runner of the football when he's going outside. He tried to cut back. Looks like he pushed down on R2 instead of taking it outside. It was a toss that was supposed to go outside, and it looks like he got spilled back inside. But Looks like he didn't really have a plan there. 3rd and 5. 3rd and 6, excuse me. Let's see if Johnny can get off of the field. Holding him to a field goal, holding Nebraska to a field goal right here would be great. That would do great wonders for his defense. They've been on the field for a pretty long time. Pretty much this whole quarter, honestly.
From the gun, wants to pass.
Scanning the field, Raiola rolls out. There's nothing there, nothing there. All right, he throws the ball away smartly. Now it does look like he had that corner route open, but he wasn't able to get there. So there we go. He is going to hold him to a field goal. You know, this is pretty much a win for Colorado right here. That is if he, yeah, he's going to go ahead and knock it through. So that puts him up 10-0. 10-0, used up a whole bunch of clock on that drive. Just a pretty methodical drive. We're down to 39 seconds before the end of the half. Let's see if Johnny tries to put the pressure on here and put the ball in the air. He is an aggressive user, as I said earlier. And he should have probably not taken that. And that's going to put him on the 22-yard line. Not really sure what else he can do here. He has been clamped up so far thoroughly throughout. Not really handling the blitz too well. But the game is not over yet. The game is out of hand. It's only a 2-score game, so we can see what he does now with these last 36 seconds. Hopefully, the best case scenario is he does something. He does have 2 timeouts left to his name and try to get himself in field goal range. And on the other end, we want to see if Joey is going to go ahead and send pressure. Looks like he is not. He's going coverage. He's going to be content with his score. Oh, we have a wide open Troon. Oh, let's go, Freaky Troon. Freaky Troon to the crib. That's 6. That's 6. In the game, we have a game. We have a game. Freshman wide receiver Cam, currently actually the 4th string for Colorado. The speedster is starting right here for Johnny on the outside. And look, just that quick, you know, this is why we love college football. The game can really flip at the drop of a hat. You know, we're talking about 36 seconds left on the clock. Nebraska just trying to get out, hold what they had, hold them to that goose egg. And mandatory outside release by that outside freshman speedy receiver, definitely over 93 speed. And now we're looking at a 10-7 game. Now we're looking at a 1-score game, 1-possession game. So, great throw, great read right there by Troon. Looks like he eyed him all the way going down there. So 27 seconds. See what Joey does left here. If he's going to be content with his 10 points. I'm pretty sure he won't be. All right, let's see what happens here. Do expect to see him try to go ahead and take a shot. But like I said, man, that really was the epitome of college football right there. A few seconds, one play really changes the whole outlook of the game. And it looks like Troon is going to go ahead and play some sort of quarters coverage. Try to keep all these receivers in front of him. Raiola takes a snap, rolls left. Has an open man out there on the track, and he's going to go ahead and lose yards. 2nd and 16. Not really the play that Nebraska was looking for. Not really the play that Joey was looking for as far as that route goes. Better off just throwing the ball away in that instance right there. 10 seconds left. Timeout Nebraska. So it does look like he is going to go ahead and try and take a shot right here. Looks like he's going with the trick play. Double rail. And hey, if you guys see any plays on here, man, you know, go ahead and take a little sauce. We won't be mad at you. He gets it off. That should have been an interception right there. Dang. That's really a missed opportunity right there by Johnny, but that's really the game. We got 3 defenders going up for the ball off of a trick play, but he didn't really fall for it. Couldn't quite get that down. And this should be the last play of the half. Raiola scrambling, looking back. There's nothing really open. Almost picked off, gets it out to the back. And that's halftime. Nebraska 10, Colorado 7. So far, from what we've seen, you know, Johnny, outside of that tremendous play, you know, with 36 seconds left, the offense just really hasn't been doing too much. He is struggling picking up the blitz. He is letting the free rusher get home pretty much every time that more than 5 guys are being sent. So the run game has been pretty much non-existent for him. On the other side, Nebraska and Joey, they've really been doing what they want, but only 10 points on the board. So, you know, it's not the end of the world. He did go ahead and let up that touchdown. Definitely would have felt a whole lot better going into this third quarter up 10-0. But, you know, this is why we play the game. So for him, ideally, all he has to do is really pound the rock a little bit more. Some great runs by Emmett Johnson so far. Haven't seen too much in the pass game by Raiola yet, but we'll see if that continues. Going ahead and starting with that third quarter and immediately get into a handoff. Just as I said a few seconds ago, Johnny has to get the ground game going for him. You know, if you can't get the ball off due to the pressure, you have to be able to run the ball into that as well, and get it blocked up.
It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk.
Not really the game we were expecting from Johnny, who is, you know, normally a offensive savant on this side of the ball. But hey, this is what happens. This is a new game. Anything can happen. Right there, another run stuff. Really just wasn't patient enough right there on that run. Looks like he did have the leverage to the outside, but tried to cut it back when he didn't need to. Also looks like he put the ball up and covered it up a little early. A whole bunch of pressure right there by that D-tackle. That D-tackle, the D-tackle, Judy, 54, if you guys have been noticing, he's been playing a hell of a game. He's been getting a whole bunch of pressure. He's been moving in a line of scrimmage pretty much all game. We do have a heavy formation to the left, and he's going to go ahead and run left. Tries to get that cutback lane, and it is not there for him. The run game is not going to plan. Caden Salter and company, once again, our defensive tackles are really just destroying him up front. The offensive line has struggled in real life for Colorado. You know, these guys did go ahead and land 5-star Jordan Seaton, and he was a tremendous help to them. But the rest of the offensive line is suspect, as we can see. That is also apparent in this video game right now for Johnny. So we're going to see what he does. 4th and 2. Really in a bad situation here for him. Don't think he should be going for it, but let's see. He's going to go ahead and take his chances. There's a toss, and he tries to cut it backside, and he's stuffed. D-tackle 54 there once again. These D-tackles are eating for Nebraska. That was a horrible decision right there by Johnny. You know, with the way the offense is struggling at this point, you know, you held him to 10 points. You have to just go ahead, take the punt, you know, cut your losses, play defense, and live to play another down. But now what he has done is put Nebraska in prime real estate to go ahead and go up on him even more, and maybe even put this game away. Who knows, the way his offense is playing. Run left for Johnson. Emmett, nothing really there for him. Seatbelt indeed. Yeah, but not really the best of decisions right here. We'll see if Johnny can get himself out of this hole. Again, holding him to a field goal right here would really be a dub for the Buffs. Not a whole bunch of offense yet by Nebraska. He is being pretty balanced so far in his approach. Just waiting to see some of that Raiola magic come to life here in this third quarter. Raiola snaps back. Gets to the top of his drop. Oh, that was a dangerous pass. Wide open in the flat, tight end. Really no defender there in the flats. The Bucks defense have been giving up the flats a lot in that passing game so far. It's 31. Crucial down right here for Joey. Obviously, he's already in field goal range. Ideal situation for him is to not be able to turn the ball over right here.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving.
Oh, we have a quarterback direct snap, run, and that's the first down. Dylan Raiola, kind of looking like a young Pat Mahomes right there on that one. Really great play call. Again, Johnny has been weak box. Not a whole bunch of beef right there to stop that or plug that. And right now, you know, this is what I said. You know, Johnny went for it early on 4th and 2 and converted, and that gave him that confidence boost to do it again. But in this situation that he is in, that was not the best case scenario for him. And now we're at 2nd and 8 in the red zone with Nebraska threatening to score and go up 17. Really got to be able to hold him to a field goal right here. Still playing a whole bunch of off coverage right now. 2nd and 9. Let's see what Nebraska does here. They have a drag. Another cross route coming across the middle. Oh, Raiola fumbled. The ball's on the ground. It is picked up. Oh. Man, he's going to get away with that one. Too many crossing routes apparently across the middle of the field for Raiola to read. He did try to roll left and get out of trouble and end up getting himself in more trouble. Now we're backed up 3rd and 20. So right here, this would be perfect for Johnny to be able to get a stop and make that horrible decision he made not so horrible. Hill's going to step back. He's going to go ahead and launch it. And that's out of bounds. Amazing stop right here for Johnny. He did give up the points, but his defense did not break once they got into the red zone. Great stop right there on that fumble. Really just a flustered play for Joey, trying to scramble left and make something happen when he did have a receiver wide open in the middle of the field for him for a few yards, but not sure if he saw that or not. So here we go, 13-7. Right now the game is not out of hand for Buffaloes and Troon and Johnny. He just have to get something going on offense, man. So far, nothing of note outside of that one bomb to the freshman Cam. Let's see if he can get anything going on this drive right here with Caden Salter. Maybe a quarterback change is in order. We'll see and monitor that. Right now, this is a great game. This is addictive football right here. You know, these two guys going at it. This is a great game for week one. We will give you guys a game each weekend. So 3 games a week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We are going to be heading into week 2 by the time that this drops. So be on the lookout for the next couple of games from week 1 on Saturday and Sunday. Finally kind of get the run game going there, 31. Looks like an injury to Ives. Shouldn't keep him out too long.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down.
Also in that recruiting game, you know, I will say that Johnny is going to have to bring in a better back to go ahead and complement these receivers that he has on the outside. Really great receivers on the outside, but they have not been a point of emphasis so far in this game, and that is mostly due to the pressure that, you know, Colorado's O-line faced in this game so far. Right now we got 3rd and 1. This does look to be a run. We do have a heavy overload to the right. Let's see if he runs right. He does. And he gets stopped. He gets stopped. That is horrible vision by the user, horrible vision by the back. Tried to bounce it outside, nothing there, cut back inside. The D tackles are waiting on him. 4th and 1. He has been bold so far up to this point. Let's see if he does that again, or if he learns his lesson in his punting. It looks like he's not. Going for it on 4th and 1 again. 3rd time's the charm. Only converted once so far. Looks like an RPO. Money. There we go. This was a great play. Great call right here. Getting him into the flat. There was a vacated space there based on that pre-snap leverage. And that's Cam Mikell again, the freshman receiver who caught the touchdown. So far, he has 89 yards in the touchdown. He seems to be the only ray of hope, the only ray of sunshine on this Buffalo's offense. Go ahead and put your 4s up. We're heading into the 4th quarter. 13, Nebraska, 7, Colorado. Man, like I said, this receiver Cam, really the only ray of hope so far for Troon. Not a whole bunch of catches or targets so far in the game, but he is making the most of his opportunities. Going into 1st and 10. The only thing I can say for Johnny here is that, you know, now the margin of error is a lot smaller. Now we're in the 4th quarter. We have 5 minutes. He has 5 minutes to turn his game around, and he has the ball, so he has the opportunity to do so. There we go. Direct snap to the back. Probably should have dug into his playbook a little bit more as far as the run game is concerned. But now he's picking up steam. 2nd and 3 again. The game is not over. It's 13-7. A score here would definitely put him up. Getting back to the rivalry, give you guys a little history lesson. Of course, as you know, Nebraska and Colorado were in the same division, in the same conference, and after the split, they didn't play each other as much. Kind of a one-sided rivalry. Colorado says that Nebraska is their rival, where in that point in time, Nebraska wanted their ultimate rival to be Oklahoma. But of course, Oklahoma did have State there preoccupied with them. So Nebraska won in the last 18 games. As of now, if the game would end right now, that would be 19 today on this game. And this rivalry continues. I think this is going to be a great rivalry going forward for the league as well. 2 even kill users at about the same level. We look like to have a 7-man pressure blitz right here. He's going to go jet sweep, and that is not going to work. Nowhere to get to the edge, not blocked up, ran right into the blitz. And, you know, you can say what you want about cheese and whatnot. You have to do what works for you. We're all here to win games at the end of the day. you know, you want to go ahead and win games in an ethical manner. But right now, Joey's defense and Nebraska's defense is stifling. There's nothing. There's really no other words. There's really no other way to describe it. They are stifling. They're not giving up anything deep. They are sending constant pressure at the quarterback. Johnny is not having time to make any reads. Here we go, and there goes the pressure again, and he got home. So he may not be getting a whole bunch of sacks, but he is putting hits on the quarterback. Of course, we do have wear and tear on in this league because this is a real league, not a play-around league. And he's just been taking shots. Salter's been taking a whole bunch of shots. Turnover on downs there. Just not a great series by Johnny and the Buffaloes. Even if he did manage to get that pass off, that receiver was blanketed and covered by a defensive back in man. Johnson, Emmett on the run. Right now, all Nebraska has to do is really just play the clock game if he wants to. I don't think he is going to. That's not really in par of his nature. He is going to want to go ahead and put some more points on the board. But right now, he is in control of this game. Beautiful table route to the running back. Johnson is out. Johnson, he's not going to score. Man, Emmett Johnson, you know, if this game ends right now, Emmett Johnson played the game. 166 yards for Rayola, 104 there for Caden Salter, 8 of 14. Not a horrible game for Caden Salter throwing-wise. There just is no run game to complement him, as was the case in real life for the Buffaloes last season and the season before. There has to be some sort of semblance of a run game to go ahead and get these linebackers biting down. Here comes the toss to Johnson. He's going to cut that curve. Couldn't quite get in. 10 carries, 48 yards for him. Hey, I say go ahead and give it to him and let him punch it in, man. Great drive, but again, Colorado did put Nebraska in plus territory, you know, by being aggressive and going for it. So we're going to see here 2nd and goal. It looks like he is going to get the ball back to Johnson. We do have a motion over. Johnny has to hold him to a field goal again right here. Defense is going to, and that's it. Touchdown. Touchdown, Quentin Oz. 1 carry, 1 touchdown. He's getting work in. That is the running back that was injured previously. And now Joey goes up. Another score. Really all due to the poor decision making of Colorado. You know, they've gone for it 4 times, one of 4 so far on their 4th down conversions and things like that. Are just, you know, you can't really do that when you're in such a close game and in a game with a rival like this. You know, you have to take advantage of your reps. You cannot give those things away. You cannot give possessions away, and that's what he's done so far. Not sure if he knows that, you know, his defense has been playing pretty solid so far up to this point. But the 2 scores that have come from Nebraska have been due to miscues on the offensive side by Colorado and turning the ball over on downs. So far, no turnovers. Pretty clean game for Nebraska. But that's what happens. You just, you know, when you take those gambles, when you take those risks, you have to be prepared for what comes with that. And so far, unfortunately, that's what happened. That's what's happening to Colorado in this game so far. Did have a missed throw earlier on by Salter on the smaller side. Still no excuse to miss throws when he is at the overall that he is. And there we go. Cornhuskers up 20-7. Again, I will remind you, this game is still not over. There's still a bunch of time. We have 3 minutes and 2 seconds to go for Colorado to go ahead and get something going on the offensive side of the ball. But it has to happen right now. Whatever he has in his bag of tricks, whatever he has in his tool bag, his repertoire, he has to go ahead and pull it out now. Otherwise, this game is over. All right, finishing out. Just want to take time again to say, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. If you do enjoy this content, we are going to be bringing you a whole bunch more. Hope you guys are staying addicted. So if you're joining us, or if you just got to this part of fast forward late, we do have 2 minutes and 59 seconds to go. Colorado struggling offensively, but the game still, coincidentally, funny enough, it's not out of hand. So there is still time. Nothing there. Great defense. Great coverage right there by Nebraska on that one. Still no quarterback change as of yet. Not a bad game by Caden Salter. It's just, you know, no run game really here to support him in this blitz, and it looks like another blitz is coming by Nebraska. Feels like the 50th one of the day. And there goes the pressure, and he's not able to get the ball off. that's pretty much the story of today, of this game. A whole bunch of unblocked pressure. Right there, nobody slid over. There was no adjustments made. So really, however you slice it, you can say that there's a whole bunch of cheese going on, but there are no adjustments being made by this Colorado user. There's no adjustments being made by Johnny. And you can't do that. Here comes the same blitz again. Let's see if he makes any adjustments to his offensive line. It looks like he is making some adjustments to his back. Is he going to keep him in or send him out on the route? The back has not, and it looks like he is. He has a small amount of time. Oh, just missed the throw right there on that slant. That did come open, but again, pressure in his face again. And once again, Salters get knocked down. He's been getting hit all game. That wear and tear definitely has to be affecting him at this point. It is 4th and 10, of course, at this point and at this juncture of the game. Johnny and the Buffs are going to have to go for it at this point. And really just hope for something. Looks like a cover 2-man shell by Nebraska. Really just want to keep everything in front of them and receivers in front of them and break on any in-breaking routes coming behind them. And we have our first turnover of the game. Intercepted. That was just another blanketed coverage right there by Nebraska. They may not have been doing a whole bunch on the offensive end, but their defense has been doing just enough to keep them in this game. Just enough. And as Salter walks off with his head down, you really have to feel for him and his Buffalo's team. Coming in with a lot of hype. Coming in with a lot of hype by the user. And he's just getting dominated. We'll just call it spade a spade. He's getting dominated. Raiola steps back. Rocket catch again, and that's 6. That is 6, just that fast. Great skill. Like I said, the man is known for his blitzes. The man is known for his rocket catching. Both things that do take a little bit of skill and practice to go ahead and do. But right there, that just hurt right there. He's going to go ahead and go for 2 and try to get. Oh, we have a pick by Colorado. Finally something. It looks like he's going to go ahead and take this to the house. The 40, the 30, the 20. 10, 5, touchdown, Skull Buffs. Johnny really needed that. Of course, it is only going to count for 2 points, but really just needed something positive to go his way. In this game, nothing seems to be going his way, be it due to his own adjustments. Now, we're going to see again, 26-9. I don't think this game is over quite yet. If he can get a score, does have all 3 timeouts allotted to him as well. If he can somehow get a quick score here within 3 to 4 plays, then that'll put him right back into the thick of things. But again, that's going to be a tall task with this Nebraska defense that has been stifling him all game. Again, same quarterback is in. Salter is in. Got to respect the user for sticking with this guy. Now, it looks like we've seen this play before. Running back's going to go out on angle. It's covered this time. And that pressure is in his face. Pause. Same play right there. It looks like Nebraska did read that pretty well. Did have a defender for that running back angle that cut him off towards the outside once he went wide. So really good defense so far. 26-9. Now, if you just fast forward in this game and see the score, you say, oh, wow, 26-9. This score does not tell or reflect, what's going on in this game at all. The Colorado defense has been pretty good as well in their own right. Not too much on the offensive side of the ball besides that touchdown just now in the earlier score. It looks like we're going to get another 6 or 7 man pressure here. No adjustments made to the offensive line. And he's going to go ahead and get hit again. And it looks like we do have a quarterback change. 5-star phenom Julian Lewis. Juju Lewis is finally in the game. So let's see if all the money was worth it, if the Lambos were worth it, and all of that hype. And see what he can bring to the table here. He really just got hit on that one. He's fresh into the game. He's going to be facing this pressure as well. And it looks like a safety has been walked down. He's going to go out into the flat. Looks like some sort of screen, but there really was no space for that to cut up the field. And now he's faced with a 4th and 11. 2 minutes and 14 seconds left. He has to be able to score on this drive. He has to be able to do it within the next few plays. Again, the 4th down conversions are really what have put him kind of behind the 8 ball in a sense. Really only converted 1 out of 4. So here we're going to have his fifth 4th down. 4th and 11 going for it. And we're going to go ahead and get a break in the action. So, like I said earlier, if you just turn the game on, you know, the game itself, it tells a story, and that's why you have to be tuned in. You have to be locked into the whole game. You can't skip, you know, things. This looks like a blowout, but in all actuality, it's not. Just a few plays away from being a totally different contest. Let's see what happens here on 4th down. Definitely expect some heat coming. 4, 5, 6, 7. There goes a looper. Oh, we have a wide open receiver. Oh, he missed him. He missed him. That was 6. That was 6. Damn. Damn, Johnny. Julian Lewis, new quarterback, is in, and he overshoots the receiver that does look like the freshman Cam again. He would have had himself another touchdown. Nobody in front of him. Green grass as far as the eye can see. But the 5-star, he just whiffed on it. He just whiffed on it. Dylan Raiola on the quarterback keep. He gets stopped. Man, you really just have to feel for Johnny on that one. You know, put another 6 points on the board. That definitely would have went a long way. And to kind of change the outcome on the game. You know, Nebraska gets the ball back. They definitely go into prevent true clock mode and run the ball in. You know, on the other side, you get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts left, and maybe there's some things you can do. Raiola looks across the field. Pass complete. 36. Man. I feel bad. The route was open. It was wide open. Kind of similar to the play that was before on the touchdown from the freshman. And it looks like Nebraska is looking to score here. Raiola's going to go ahead and look. Scramble. Nothing's open. And he's going to go ahead and get hit and put the ball away. 4th and 6. Should be a field goal here. It's up, and it's in. Never a doubt in the world. So right there, 2 for 2 for the kicker Cunningham. 29-9 is our current score. An incredible game. Incredible showing week 1 for the Addicted League. There's not really much Johnny can do now. At this point, you're just getting reps for your backup quarterback. You're getting reps for Lewis. Now, these reps definitely do matter. They are not meaningless by any stretch. So let's just see what he can put together. Hopefully, he can put together some sort of scoring drive for the true freshman. But, man, that was wide open. That was wide open. That was definitely 6. Nothing in front of him at all. You hate to go out like that, especially when you've been struggling so far all game, and to have an easy layup like that. Lewis steps back. Nothing really open. Receiver comes back to the ball, and it's out of bounds. 2nd and 10. A whole bunch of pressure still in his face, but now that we have Lewis in the game, 1 of 4, -1 passing yards, nothing to write home about. But, you know, that's really all that you can ask for at this stage of the game, is that you go ahead and get your 5-star phenom quarterback some reps, and go ahead and get his feet wet a little bit. And there's pressure again. Ball thrown out. And he is also getting pounded right now. Same as Salter. So right now we're witnessing the debut of Julian Lewis. Not quite the moment that he or Johnny may have wanted him to step into. Looks like another 6 or 7 man pressure again by the Nebraska blitzing Cornhuskers. Let's see how he handles this one and see if there's any adjustments made. Was open there. Couldn't pass lead him a little bit more to the left. Probably could have completed that on that switch, but ball's batted down by the outside linebacker. The debut, not a start, but the debut coming in mop-up duty for Julian Lewis and Johnny here. So do expect him to take over potentially for the Colorado Buffaloes, but you never know. This is Addicted. There can be another quarterback that gets recruited, and especially with the way the portal works, we never really know where that goes. Another incompletion, and that is a turnover on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're
really a sad way to go out. 53 seconds left. It looks like Nebraska is going to keep their foot on the pedal in plus territory here again. But 17 years old, Carleton High School, Julian Lewis, amazing recruit, 6'1", 190. Oh, and there goes the interception by Colorado, their second one of the day. At this point, it is a little too little too late, but you do love seeing those guys fight towards the end there. So we're going to go ahead and get another another look at Julian Lewis here in the waning moments of this game. So a little bit about Lewis as we end this game. If he can get a completion and the defense is still stifling, they're not letting up because a freshman quarterback is in. They don't care. They're here to get paid. They got their NIL checks for a reason. So 3 years at his high school, Lewis did complete 69% of his passes for 11,000 yards, 144 touchdowns with only 21 interceptions. Led his team to a 39-4 record and a state championship appearance. Did reclassify from 26 to 25, so he could join the Buffaloes. So, you know, a guy that comes in throwing 144 touchdowns, 69% completion. He is struggling here against Nebraska. This is definitely not high school. Has yet to complete more than 2 passes, but the future is definitely bright for him at this position and for the Buffaloes in real life and in the game. We'll just see how the recruiting goes as Nebraska presses and looks like they're sending the house. They are. Finally, the pass is off to alert to slant underneath, and it is completed for a first down. Now, see, that instance right there, I know that might have been small, but that's really what Johnny should have been doing so far, just trying to get some quick hits across the middle of the field. There goes another completion for Lewis as he is starting to get a little bit more comfortable in this game. Just trying to get more things quick on the outside, on the perimeter, or really just swinging out to the back. It really was the lack of the run game that really hurt him in the Buffaloes today, in my opinion. Another completion for Lewis. That is going to be 3 in a row. He is moving. He is on fire right now. 152 passing yards to 196 by Nebraska. Again, not eye-popping numbers. Nothing really to write home about. Nothing to brag about. But at the end of the day, this is addictive football. The only numbers that matter are on the scoreboard once the clock hits 0. Looked for the touchdown there. Couldn't quite get it in. Getting a 3rd and 2 with 8 seconds left. I do want to say, I thank anybody that's on here supporting the channel, watching the streams. Again, we are going to have these one each day throughout the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So definitely look and stay tuned for our next game on Saturday and then again on Sunday. Like, share, subscribe. You know, we just want to go ahead and build this community. We just want to share this gaming community that we've built and really just share it with anybody. And anybody, honestly, a whole bunch of knowledgeable guys that are coaches, players, former players, doctors, lawyers, accountants, fast food restaurant guys, husbands, fathers, just a whole bunch of really solid, great people in our league, really from all over the country, from Bama, Louisiana, New York, even up in New York, Wisconsin, you know, so Tennessee. Shout out those guys, shout out the league, and we're definitely going to keep doing this and keep trying to prosper with what we're doing. Lewis gets the ball out, and it looks like he may get a score at the end of the game, and he's dropped down on the 1-yard line, robbing him of his first career touchdown. But again, this game is going to go ahead and go to Joey and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. A pretty solid outing for him. Colorado, of course, they have some things to get back to. Player of the game, Mr. Raiola himself on 196 yards, 2 touchdowns. Catch you guys on the flip side.